This is your boy Lago and Half and put up this video right here from CNET. I got another video from CNET which I'm gonna use as well too, but I'm putting this one up because we talk about technology and you want to see corporate greed. People always talk corporate greed. Nintendo's greedy. All this company's greedy. Like I said again, it's very simple. If they give you what you want, you buy it. If you don't want it, you don't gotta buy it. They don't force you to buy stuff. But there are some underhand sleazy stuff that does happen that's kind of crazy. And when you guys want to buy all digital games, and then you're gonna bitch about it, oh my god, I can't believe that they got delisted, I can't get my game. Or you bought an always online game and then the server shut down and I can't play my game. And what you expected? Me, I think that's buyers beware. But people want to be, oh, I'm consumer, anti-consumer. No, be a customer. But with that, I want to show you there is some greedy companies out there. Google's one of them. I'm not gonna deny that. Google's one of them for sure. And the first one on this kind of happened to me right now, which I gotta go out there and do too because yeah, I have a Ecobee, and it might be messed up as the my AC guy just told me, and I try to go out there and buy an Ecobee to put on, and of course with my system, I gotta use the most expensive Ecobee. I can't use the cheap one. Anyway, you'll see what I'm talking about.
And people just move on to a new system. But sometimes technology dies because of corporate greed and forced obsolescence.
Yep.
And it's a lesson millions of Google customers, like me, learned this year when their Nest smart home thermostats suddenly turned dumb. And Google pushed owners to spend $150 to buy a new thermostat, even when the old one worked perfectly fine.
Exactly.
So yeah, let's dive into some of the drama of the past year and look back on the tech that died in 2025. You see, it's a way to pay our respects to old gadgets and services, and hopefully, by confronting the grief, it'll be a little therapeutic. Let's start back in February, when Apple officially killed off the iPhone home button. When Apple launched the iPhone 16e, it stopped selling the budget-friendly iPhone SE, and that was the last iPhone that Apple sold that had a home button. That same month, it also marked the end of the Humane AI pin. The wearable was a failure right from the start.
Exactly.
When it launched, it cost about $700.
$700? $700. Good grief. The things you people will buy. That's a console. That's a PlayStation Pro. Jeez. For that little thing?
Badge idea, but it did not work well. It overheated, and it relied on hand gestures as it projected an image on your open palm.
Oh my god.
The AI also just wasn't good, and it's not worth the effort when phones in our hands are just so much easier to use. Now, our review was back in April of 2024, but less than a year later, in February, is when it became a paperweight with hardware no longer working, data was deleted, and the rights were sold to HP.
Jeez.
We also said see ya to the Amazon App Store. Did you forget Amazon had its own App Store? Amazon closed its App Store for Android and Windows. It also ended the Amazon Coins program. That was a credit to spend in the Amazon App Store to lure you away from Google Play when you needed apps for your Fire tablet or your Fire Stick. But at least Amazon said it would refund any unused coins previously purchased.
Yeah, that's
February was brutal because it also was when Microsoft announced it was shutting down Skype. And after 22 years of this sound, it finally hung up on all calls in May. Skype helped put video calling on the map. It got people connected via internet back when international calls were hard to make. But nostalgia and brand identity was not enough for Microsoft to keep it. And instead, the company said it wanted to focus all of its video chat business on Microsoft Teams. So now everything is Teams.
Microsoft Teams.
Well, the loss of Skype to me is not as big as another thing Microsoft killed, because Microsoft killed the thing that killed your computer. It killed the blue screen of death.
Mm,
It's the critical
yeah.
stop error, the system crash that shows white text on a bright blue screen. It warns you that the computer has to shut down to recover, and you're praying to God you can recover your work. It's the moment where the air leaves your lungs and
Eh,
your heart sinks to the pit of your stomach,
that's
and
true.
you turn just as blue as the screen, realizing that you may have lost everything. It traumatized multiple generations over
True.
40 years. Because everyone gets this message right before big projects do.
Yep.
Sometimes it happens because of malware or a corrupt file, but over the years, Windows got a little nicer about it. It added a frowny face to replace some of the doom and
Yep.
gloom lines of code. So yeah, Microsoft's putting the screen of torment to rest. But
Yeah.
this is what bothers me. It's not like Windows crashes won't happen anymore. Rather, it's just they won't be blue. There's a new black screen. It just says your device ran into a problem and needs to restart. It's too gentle, if you ask me. Panic attacks and recovery disks build character. This list just
Oh,
keeps getting
good
sadder,
grief.
folks, because 2025 is also the year AOL pulled the plug on dial up internet service.
Oh,
Cue
wow.
the sound of my online youth.
Yep. Yep. That is that.
Well, that symphony of the telephone line is now a relic of the past. AOL, or its legal name, America Online, launched a dial up service 34 years ago when you used a phone line to get on the World Wide
Oh,
Web,
web.
and you were charged by the minute. And you would buy
Yep.
these big packs of minutes, or you would get these CDs in the
CDs.
mail promising you free
Yep.
minutes if you sign up.
Yep.
It seems funny now, but broadband is not available in some rural areas. The 2019 census reported that over 265,000 people relied solely on dial up internet. And now it's just.
Goodbye.
But it's not
Basically.
only outdated tech that gets the boot. Sometimes it is stuff that works perfectly fine that has
Yeah,
to
of
die.
course.
All in the name of progress and profit.
Yep.
This year, Google caused grief with millions of its Nest customers, myself included, when in October, it shut off all smart features in the older models of the
Damn.
Nest Learning Thermostat. The Nest Thermostat is a smart home gadget that learns your habits to help you save money on cooling and heating, and you can remote control it
On
from
your
the Home
phone.
app on your phone.
Yeah.
But Google cut it off from connecting to the app. The remote control feature is gone. All smarts are gone. And for the hassle of Google breaking my home appliance that worked perfectly fine, it did not offer me a free replacement. No, it just gave customers a coupon to buy another model for $150. And now I can have the joy of drilling new holes into my wall and messing with electrical wires. Also, I can once again control my AC with an app, like I did before. I reached out to Google for comment, and a company spokesperson just pointed me to the blog post that announced the changes, which said it was, quote, increasingly challenging to continue to update these products.
Really?
Google is a company that spends billions of
Billions of
dollars on
dollars.
artificial intelligence, but of course, letting me control my thermostat with an app is just increasingly challenging. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Now, I wouldn't mind it if I didn't receive software updates anymore, but Google reached into my home and took something vital, my AC that's installed in my wall, and turned it into a worse experience. It feels invasive, and a reminder that we own nothing anymore. So
There you
why
go.
grieve the loss of a technology if you never really owned anything to begin with?
Exactly.
But alas, before we get too glum, we should remember that what dies in tech can always return again. Vine, the defunct app that gained fame for its 6-second looping videos, it announced this year that it is returning as Divine, funded by Twitter co-founder Jack Dorsey. And it's a place where AI content is not allowed. Oh, and remember Napster? Well, another company bought the rights to the name and turned it into an AI companion gadget. I have it right here. You're supposed to put this device on your computer monitor to have a conversation with a fake human AI avatar. Music piracy
No.
doesn't seem as bad in hindsight, does it?
Exactly.
Let me know in
No.
the comments what
No.
technology you're going to miss the most, and let's make the world better in 2026.
Physical games. That's what I was say. Again, hitting it. I'm hitting home. Physical games. When I'm done, it's done. But I have enough to play for a while. But I'm just pouring out stuff and having these videos up there. So again, yeah, that was messed up, Google. But again, I can't say nothing. I mean, thank God Echo Being did that, but they could do that just as much as Google. I'm not gonna deny it. So can Lutron. I mean, it could work. The light could work like a normal light, but yeah, Lutron could go bankrupt, and that could happen as well. That I can't control my lights, so it's controlling my lights by my phone or by voice by telling Alexa turn off kitchen lights or turn on studio lights or blah blah blah. It can happen. So it sucks, but we'll see. That I just want to put this little video up here for that reason. Remember, guys, enjoy your games on all consoles, including PC and mobile devices, because nothing's perfect, as we see right now. Later.